How the Titanic was found. The untold story of legendary discovery. A lost legend beneath the waves. For over 70 years, the Titanic lay undisturbed at the bottom of the North Atlantic, a ghostly reminder of one of history's greatest tragedies. More than 1,500 souls perished that fateful night in 1912, and with them, the wreck itself vanished into the abyss. Many tried to locate it, but the Titanic remained exclusive, hidden under nearly 13,000 feet of crushing ocean pressure. Then in 1985, everything changed. A secret mission, cutting edge technology, and sheer determination lead to one of the most incredible underwater discoveries of all time today. We unravel the fascinating story of how the Titanic was finally found. The long quest to find Titanic. For decades, explorers and scientists dreamed of finding the Titanic. But in the early 20th century, deep sea exploration was in its infancy. The ship had sunk in the middle of the Atlantic and its exact location was unknown. The best estimates placed in somewhere off the coast of Newfoundland, Canada, but in an area spanning hundreds of miles. One of the first major attempts to locate the wreck came in the 1950s when oceanographer Jacques Cousteau sent an expedition to search for it. However, technology at the time made it nearly impossible to scan such deep waters. A secret Cold War mission. The breakthrough came in the 1980s thanks to a man named Dr. Robert Blurt, an oceanographer and underwater explorer. But what most people do not know is that his search for the Titanic was not just a scientific mission, it was a cover of a top secret US Navy operation. During the Cold War, the US Navy had lost two unclear submarines, USS Thresher and USS Corporation Scorpion. Deep in the Atlantic. The government needed to locate and study these wrecks without driving Soviet attention. Blard, who had been developing deep sea exploration technology, proposed a deal if the Navy funded his Titanic search. They would first help locate and investigate the submarines. Blurt completed the secret Navy mission and was finally allowed to begin his Titanic search in the summer of 1985. But he had limited time as his funding was running out. Traditional searches for the Titanic had relied on sonar, scanning the ocean floor for large metal objects, but Blurt had a different approach. He used an innovative underwater robotic vehicle called Argo, which carried cameras and could send live video feeds back to the surface. Instead of searching for the intact ship, Blurt decided to look for the debris field, the scattered remains of the Titanic, which could cover a much larger area. It was a risky but brilliant strategy. On the night of September 1, 1985, after weeks of scanning the ocean floor, Blard and his team finally saw it. A massive boiler, unmistakably from the Titanic. The wreckage stretched for miles, confirming that the ship had split in two before sinking. Then, as they continued their search, they found the below section, earlier preserved after more than 7 decades underwater. The discovery was made with a mix of excitement and sorrow. As the cameras revealed more of the wreck, the team saw chandeliers still hanging, shoes resting where their owner had fallen, and pilots laying in perfect rows. It was a haunting reminder of the lives lost. Blard and his team decided not to take any artifacts, believing the Titanic should remain undisturbed out of respect for those who perished. Instead, they documented everything and later returned with a proper expedition to study the wreck in detail. The world was captivated when news of the discovery broke. It reignited public fascination with the Titanic, books, documentaries, and eventually the 1997 blockbuster film by James Cameron brought the ship's story back into the spotlight. More expedition followed, uncovering new detail about how the Titanic broke apart and sunk. The wreck continues to deteriorate due to ocean current and bacteria, but efforts are being made to preserve its legacy through detailed mapping and documentation. Finding the Titanic was more than just locating a shipwreck, it was about solving a mystery, honoring history, and pushing the boundaries of exploration. Thanks to the dedication of scientists like Robert Blard and the advancements in deep sea technology, the Titanic was no longer lost. Yet, as we look at its rushing remains today, the Titanic still holds a powerful lesson, one of human ambition, tragedy, and the relentless spirit of discovery. I hope you like this video. Please let me know about what is the best part of this video. So please subscribe my channel and keep watching. Bye bye.